Thanks to all those that joined us here on Chat Sports for our Day 1 free agency live stream. We're going to be back for Day 2 tomorrow. Coverage beginning at noon Eastern Time. So subscribe to the channel and join us for Day 2 of NFL free agency. What a day. I am Will Scott from NFL Daily here on Chat Sports to break down some winners and losers from Day 1 of NFL free agency. We saw a lot of signings take place today and some teams that really made a statement and some teams that maybe disappointed a little bit. We begin with the Day 1 winners, and we start with the Atlanta Falcons. They had a busy day today. Taking a look at what they accomplished. Lorenzo Carter, linebacker, 2-year, $9 million deal. You trade for Jonnu Smith, just giving up a 7th-round pick to New England. And that contract is going to be reworked to help out Atlanta. Chris Lindstrom, you lock him up, make him the highest-paid guard in football. 5 years, $105 million. Keith Smith, fullback, 1 year, $2.35 million deal. And then you poach David Onyemata from a division rival, 3 years, $35 million. Bradley Pignon, the punter, get him back. And then Jesse Bates, that was the big splash today for the Dirty Birds. Jesse Bates was linked to Atlanta a lot, and now they have officially signed him. 4 years, $64 million, and then he'll officially sign on Wednesday when the new league year begins. He has agreed to a 4-year deal with Atlanta. Huge pickup for the Falcons, and they really need to emphasize the secondary this offseason. They have done that by signing Jesse Bates. Huge loss for Cincinnati. Moving on to my next winner here, that would be the Denver Broncos. They had a stellar day today, and Sean Payton, in that introductory press conference, he said, I'm going to fix this offensive line. The Broncos had the worst O-line in the league last year. That's not going to be the case anymore. Ben Powers, one of the best guards available in free agency, is going to sign a 4-year, $52 million deal. They needed a backup quarterback. Jarrett Stidham, 2 years, $10 million, $5 million guaranteed. And then the biggest move today for the Broncos was signing Mike McGlinchey, the best right tackle available in free agency, 5 years, $87.5 million. The Bears were apparently in talks to sign McGlinchey, and I feel like the Broncos offered more money and locked that down. Meanwhile, Corliss Waitman, the punter, signs a 1-year deal. Chris Manhertz, tight end, you signed him from Jacksonville, 3 years, $6 million. Alex Singleton, 3 years, $18 million. Then Zach Allen, 3 years, $45.75 million. That just broke right now. That's big. You sign him you're going to sign him formerly with the Arizona Cardinals, so he's reunited with Vance Joseph. Who do you think was the biggest winner from NFL free agency day 1? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. Biggest winner from NFL free agency day 1. Moving on to our next one. That would be the San Francisco 49ers. And this defense, especially at front 7, was already lethal. How does Javon Hargrave sound? They came out of nowhere to sign this guy. 4 years, $84 million. They add to Sean Gibson, Kevin Givens, and then another surprising signing, Sam Darnold. And who knows with the Brock Purdy situation and Trey Lance there, I mean, he might have a outside shot to start week 1. I think it's a really good situation for Sam Darnold going to work with Kyle Shanahan. And Darnold actually looked pretty good this season in Carolina. I thought Detroit also had a really good day. Now, they lost out on Jalen Ramsey. I think a lot of Lions fans wanted Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey went to Miami, but the Lions were still able to address that corner need, signing Cameron Sutton to a 3-year deal. Isaiah Buggs as well, 2 years, up $6 million. Craig Reynolds, and then they re-signed Alex Anzalone, the solid middle linebacker, on a 3-year deal worth $18.75 million. So I said at the beginning of the day I thought Detroit was going to sign a linebacker and a corner. They re-sign Anzalone, and they get Cameron Sutton on a 3-year deal over from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we get into our next batch of winners, I want to tell you about our friends over at Athletic Greens. Thanks to them for sponsoring today's show. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 every morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. I came into this year wanting to get healthier, and starting my year in AG1 has helped me do just that. I take it every morning, and I feel happier, healthier, and more energized. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be any easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning. Done. I also like that it costs less than $3 a day. That's pretty good if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. Win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. You'll start to see the effects of being on AG1 every single day. I feel so much better every day while on AG1. That link is in the comments and the description. The Bears won the day, arguably. They had a great day. Outstanding day for the Chicago Bears. And if you're a Bears fan, you should be feeling very good about the future here, right? You got a huge package for the number 1 pick just a few days ago, and now you add so much talent to this football team. TJ Edwards, love that signing, the linebacker. He's not the only linebacker he signed. Tremaine Edmonds, you make him the highest paid inside linebacker in the league, 4 years, $72 million. You add to the offensive line, getting Nate Davis, 3 years, $30 million. Love what the Chicago Bears did today. Some of the best additions in all of football. Edwards, Davis, Edmonds were made today by the Chicago Bears. And then the New York Giants. We'll go ahead and mark them down as a winner here. The Giants, kind of had a slow start to today, but things certainly picked up. When you include Daniel Jones, Saquon was franchise tagged. And then Daniel Jones, 4 years, $160 million. Sterling Shepard, Gerard Davis. They re-signed Matt Breida, the running back, 1 year, team-friendly deal up to $2.3 million. And then Bobby Okereke, 4 years, $40 million. That's why the Giants are winners today. That is a stellar signing, getting a linebacker that you really, really needed if you are the New York Football Giants. Now let's move on to some losers, and we start with Houston Texans. And the reason we have them on this list is because they have a ridiculous amount of cap space, but they did not really make any significant moves today. They added some veterans, Hassan Ridgeway, Chase Winovich, Mike Boone, Andrew Beck. We'll go through the whole list here. Robert Woods is a really solid deal, but that was made before today. Scott Quisenberry, MJ Stewart, Andrew Beck, Case Keenum. So just some, short-term, cheap deals here when the Texans have a lot of money to spend, and they're choosing not to spend it right now. That could change. They could go out and maybe make some other moves later this week. I do really like the Case Keenum signing, though. He's going to be the backup to whoever they take number 2 overall. Chase Winovich, Mike Boone, Hassan Ridgeway. Ridgeway, I don't hate that signing either. He's reunited with DeMeco Ryans in Houston. Who's the biggest NFL free agency loser so far? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. I'm going to say the Las Vegas Raiders. I feel like Raiders fans, including Mitchell Rentz, host the Raiders Report here at Chat Sports, he's been a shambles all day because this has been a disappointing couple of days, weeks, I would say, for the Raiders. You just downgrade at quarterback, quite frankly. You go from Derek Carr to Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay. I get the connection with Josh McDaniels from their time in New England together, but you just downgrade at quarterback. You move on from Derek Carr, who wasn't perfect, but he was solid, and you go to Jimmy Garoppolo. I just don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense. Josh Jacobs got the tags. That was a few days ago. Obviously, that was a good move bringing him back. Amir Abdullah, Marcus Epps, they were in on Jordan Poyer. Apparently, the Dolphins and the Raiders were kind of the two favorites there. They choose to sign Marcus Epps over Jordan Poyer. Marcus Epps is a good player, but Jordan Poyer would have been a big splash. So I just think it was a underwhelming day for the Las Vegas Raiders. And then Brandon Faison is signing with the Raiders. We just got that alert a few moments ago. What's that? Okay, gotcha. Full details still coming out about that. And then the Philadelphia Eagles, they're a loser because of all the talent that they lost. They lost Javon Hargrave. They lost Andre Dillard. They lost Marcus Epps. They lost T.J. Edwards. Not that was unexpected, but still, I mean, disappointing if you're the Eagles. You're regressing so far this offseason. You do bring Brandon Graham back. You're going to bring Jason Kelsey back. He announced that on social media. And then Brett Toth as well. Still waiting on the details of those last two deals. Arizona Cardinals, going to mark them down as well, kind of similar to the Texans. But the difference is the Cardinals really didn't do anything. They made one signing today. They have a lot of cap space as well. They could have been very aggressive today. And the only move they made was re-signing Kelvin Beach. 2-year deal. Still waiting for the details of that. But the Cardinals just making one move today, and it was a in-house move. They have not signed any outside guys yet. And then this is our last loser for the day. People who reported Trey Wingo. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. And it's pretty funny, Producer Jack. I don't know if you saw, but Garrett Wilson just tweeted out, I don't know anything. I'm sorry. I was just reacting to a Dov tweet. So I guess Dov's a loser. Trey Wingo. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets is not done. And don't believe anything unless you hear it from me and Rappaport or Adam Schefter. So Jets fans, I know y'all are freaking out. But it's not over yet. Aaron Rodgers not a Jet, and I feel like this is turning into a potential nightmare situation for the Jets because if they don't land Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Garoppolo's in Vegas, Derek Carr's in New Orleans. They did not pursue those two guys heavily because they've been waiting on Aaron Rodgers. So if you're a Jets fan, you have the right to be pretty nervous right now about your quarterback situation.